in a game of advertising, a lot of it really comes down to you really understanding and knowing who you help. You knowing and you understanding your ideal audience. You knowing and understanding what their pain points are, what they need, what keeps them up at night. Like you need to damn near be hiding under their table, listening to their conversations. And if you can find way, figuratively speaking, right? If you can find ways to really understand, and that's what I'm going to give you in this video. I'm going to show you specifically how to do that so your advertising is on point. How to really understand and find out what your audience really need and want, because really at the end of the day, all advertising is you have a product or you have a service and you want to promote that to an audience, but what's going to make them want it? What's going to make them want your service is your ability to make it relevant, is your ability to say I'm solving a pain point for you, and your ability to get them to take action, your ability to make them feel like, oh my God, I need this right now, and if I don't do it, I am going to continue to stay in the position that I am in, and I'm going to go out of business. I'm going to continue to stay in a position that I'm in, and whatever you advertising, right? And it's not necessarily you advertising other businesses, but just realize this is that whatever product or service you sell to whoever your demographic is, whether it's, whether you're doing like B2B or maybe you're doing B2C, whatever it is, business or consumers, you got to realize that you have to solve pain points for them. So, but advertising is just giving you exposure. That's not going to sell it. Advertising is the exposure. Now, your ability to be able to sell it correctly, that's what you don't need a degree for that. You need to know you need to learn the skill of marketing and advertising and human psychology. That's what you need. At the beginning of an AI revolution, years ago, there was a clip that came out that Elon Musk said, and he basically said in this interview, he said AI is going to take over the world. He said, I've been trying to tell them to slow it down for years. He said, but if as a humanity, if we decide that we really want to go all in on AI, we just have to really make sure that we regulate it and we make sure that, we kind of, roll it out the right way. Because there's a lot of AI is so powerful, from just as much good things you can do bad things as well, too. Right. You don't want to be, typing how to wipe out the human race in AI. Right. And get a whole step-by-step strategy on how to do that, right? And I don't think you want to do that. So, but one of the things is just in regards to us running a successful businesses is that it's so powerful in so many different ways that it's going to allow people to be more consistent in releasing content. So what that really means is, and that's not even just images, by the way. Everything that you can say could be transcribed, it could be chopped up, and it could be posted automatically. There's AI platforms for that. We've been seeing the images go viral, right? In terms of creating images. Now they're creating human lifelike images. So you don't even know is that really a human? No, that's actually what AI created, right? You can take any kind of they have like voiceovers now. So now you can create videos, post it on YouTube or advertise, and you don't even have to be in the video anymore. You can have a whole complete script that AI wrote. Then you can take that and you can give it to they can put a face and an image to it, right, or a whole person to it, and they can have and just like Siri or Alexa, now you can have a voice, any kind of voice that you want, with a script that was fed by AI. You can feed that script to the AI voice, and then you don't even have to be in a video. Everything automated, right? So the reason that I'm saying that's important is because the amount of output that's about to happen on social media in terms of content is about to get flooded. Now that's good because we have technology that we can leverage that's going to allow us to have our brand be seen more often. But at the same time, if you're still just relying on organic, the win is going to be hard for you, especially if you're not already in the habit of doing it, or if you're not already like generating, high, mid to high 6 and 7 figures already, and you already have a system that's running and that's clicking, you're going to get drowned out very quickly with all of the content that's online. So then the question says, well, okay, Terrell, I get it, but well, so what do I do, right? What do I do as a business owner who's just starting, or what do I do as an entrepreneur and I'm just getting some success, so I'm trying to scale from 6 to 7 figures. I'm in a place right now where I want to take this thing to the next level, but I'm hearing what you're saying and I still want to get the exposure. So what do I do? Welcome to paid advertising, ladies and gentlemen, right? And so what you want to really be able to do right now is focus on getting brand exposure, because as the world continues to evolve, which it definitely is going to continue to evolve, they've already been talking about, why do we need to send real people to the moon, or to these other planets where we can't be in certain weather conditions, right? It's like we can't be too hot, we can't be too cold. We need food, we need this, we need that. Why not just send robots? Why not just send why not just send them out there where you don't really need anything for them, right? So I mean, it's just so many different uses of it. But I mention that because we right now, it's very important for us to get our brand known. You know what I mean? So we got to be in a place where you're running these advertisements. But a lot of people say, well, what do I need to do? Like, how do I run my advertisement? So that's what we're going to focus on. So let's go through a couple things, right? And this, again, does not take a business degree or a college degree to be able to learn this. So the very first thing, right, when you're running paid advertisements, you really have to focus on the audience that you're really looking to help. And I'm pretty sure you might have heard this before, but I'm gonna tell you this, that it's very important to not just know who they are, but really understand who they are in a specific and deep way. I think a lot of times we hear it and we say, okay, well, I kind of get it, or I feel like I know who they are. But there's a difference between saying I help stay-at-home moms, or saying that I help business executives, and actually understanding the psychology of what makes them take action, the psychology of what they're thinking, the psychology of what they need. Like, if you don't really you could say who you help all day, but that's not helping you in your advertising if you can't leverage who they are and what they need in your advertising to help them take action. You need to focus on. So let's touch on that, right? I'm gonna assume by now you've probably heard it 1,000 times that you already know who you're helping. So let's just assume you know that already. All right, but let's focus on the psychology, right? So this is what we're gonna do. Let's think about it like this. If I wanted to get somebody to take action, and this is my target audience, what's going to get them to take action, right? So let's say I'm working with let's say speakers, right, which is one of the demographics I work with. So let's say I want to work with speakers. Now I could say that I want to work with speakers all day long, but let's focus on, well, what do they really need? If I'm running an advertisement, what do they really need? Well, I need to think about what's one pain point. Because remember, this is an advertising. I'm not talking about in general. I'm not talking about the hundreds of things you can offer people or what you could help people with, which people try to argue with me all day about that. I'm not saying what you could help them with. In advertising, everything is about one. Write that down. Everything is about one avatar, one pain point that we're going to tackle. So if I'm saying, what is the one pain point that I'm going to help professional speakers with, I have to choose. I can say I'm going to help them put together a speech, which I can help them do. I'm going to show you how to put together a signature speech that's immaculate, and you will leave every time with a standing ovation. Guaranteed. Leave with a standing ovation. I can say that. Or I can say I can show you how to get on stages, and I can show you where to go, and I can show you how to search and what websites to go to, and how to leverage AI to send out certain emails, and I can show you how to do that. So let's just choose creating your signature speech, right? So then I'll say, okay, well, what is keeping them up at night with that, right? Well, what's keeping them up at night is they want to create, they want to figure out how to get their message out into the world, how to share their story. So let's think through the pain point. So, and this, again, all of this is for advertising. So you could literally 10x your effectiveness. Most people they struggle with their messaging. So this is really like a messaging inject right now, right? We're talking messaging at the moment. So from a messaging standpoint in advertising, what's keeping them up at night? So when I think about what keeps them up at night, I think about somebody who feels like they have a gift that they're not leveraging. Right? They feel like, man, I have all of this inside of me, and I feel like I've been bestowed from God or from the universe something that I feel like I'm not giving. I'm keeping it to myself. right? So they may be feeling some anxiety there. They may be feeling, you know what, I want to be a professional speaker, and I want to be able to leave my 9 to 5 job. I want to be able to go into the field, and I want to be able to leave. But in order for me to be able to do that, I gotta know what my story is. I gotta know what I'm helping and training and teaching people with, right? So, that might be short term. Long term is I don't, and this is one of the things that impacts me. Long term, I don't want to leave this earth with regret. I don't want to leave this earth knowing that I haven't left, legacy, whether it's for my kids or being a role model for for the world or the people who follow me, whether it's online, whether it's in my local community, whether it's my family, whether it's my friends. I know that this is my gift. And for me not to leverage this gift, I feel like it's a sin against humanity, because I know for a fact God gave me this to be able to help and serve and give.